I'd like... Very well.
Should we get going?
I believe it on even. It seems all... Come now. The Guild Forge isn't far. We'll just pass through the lower market and we're there. Did you get a chance to study the handbook?
Of course.
Mind if I test your knowledge a bit along the way? What's the final step before a workpiece is finished?
Quenching, of course.
Excellent. A workpiece has to be quenched and cooled for it to become hardened. I have one more question for you. Are sparks a good sign while forging?
That's a trick question.
Been pampering this
It depends.
Excellent. You didn't let me fool you. If sparks fly while you're hammering, it's a good sign. Whereas if you're heating the workpiece, it's a bad one. Wonderful. It seems you really did prepare. I reckon the others have a lot to look forward to. Good blacksmiths should never stop learning. That too is important to our guild. I have a number of designs in my armor smithy that I collected on my travels throughout the kingdom. It's quite a unique collection. And the best part is, I'm happy to share it with others. Stop by any time. Learn to make something new. Your customers will surely appreciate it, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Your trial still awaits. Just a little further now.
I apologize.
Henry, are you ready?
Show us what you've got, lad.
Well then, are you ready for the trial?
I'm ready. We can begin.
Honored friends, masters of the Blacksmith's Guild, let me introduce the newest adept of the Master's Trial, Henry of Scarlet's.
So, this is old Frisky's lad. I can hardly believe it.
Aber I do not see much of a resemblance.
Vielleicht ein wenig.
I do not see it.
Aye, aye. Frisky here, frisky there. All that talk about not taking in outsiders. And now you've gone and flipped it all around.
Martin was a good bloke and an excellent swordsmith.
Genau, genau.
Look, I didn't know this frisky fella of yours. I'm more interested to see what the lad can do than who his pa was.
We'll see what he can do shortly. In the first part, the verbal examination. If he makes a single mistake, this part of the exam is considered failed. After the verbal examination comes the practical one.
And if he is successful, he'll become one of us.
Let's begin with the first part of the trial.
How about... Why do blacksmiths whistle while they work?
To keep rhythm.
That's correct.
At least that.
Let's move on to the second.
Tell me, mein Anhänger, what is the Farbe of a correct heated workpiece?
Straw yellow.
That's right.
Wunderbar.
Last question.
I'd like to ask Henry if sparks while forging are a good or bad sign.
That depends. When you're hammering the piece, it's a good sign. But when you're heating it up, it's a bad one.
Correct?
I knew you wouldn't be fooled.
You answered all three questions correctly. Now, just to complete the practical exam, Henry, your task will be to forge a guild sword right in front of our eyes. Here's the design for it, as well as the materials. I'm sure you know what to do with them.
Viel Glück. Let's see what you can do, young Frisky.
Let's see, then.
Konzentrieren.
I'm sorry.
Oof. Nothing special. So far.
Just like
Stärker.
Martin.
Let's see
Komm
then.
schön.
What's
It looks
next?
like the lad has a firm grip.
Genau.
It'll be done in no time.
Look at that. Nearly there now.
Finally.
We will see once it is quenched.
Nothing special so far.
All done?
Let's see what you made. My. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. Fantastic work, Henry. This sword is a piece of art. I'm glad you didn't disappoint. Honored friends, masters of the Blacksmith's Guild, Henry of Skalitz has successfully completed the trial. Let us head for the guild hall for the acceptance ceremony. After successfully fulfilling all requirements, I'm proud to announce our guild has grown by a new member. Approach Henry of Skalitz. Kneel. Swear for the first time on your honor and by God Almighty that you will defend the interests of the Blacksmith's Guild of Kuttenberg.
I swear.
Swear for the second time that you will protect all secrets entrusted to you by the Guild.
I swear.
And swear for the third time that you will always act honestly and God-fearingly to spread the esteem of our guild among the people.
I swear.
Now hang your guild sword next to those of the other masters. Go on,
going to
lads,
be?
hang up that sword. Welcome to the guild, Henry. It's now up to you to say a few words.
I'm following in my father's footsteps. Even as a lad, when I watched him by the forge, I wanted to be just like him. A real master blacksmith. Today, thanks to you, my dream has come true. And here in Kuttenberg, where Pa spent the best years of his life, I like to think he'd be proud of me.
He would be, without a doubt. In any case, from this day forward, Henry is to take over Skoda's forge and repair it. He therefore acquires the right to use it with one obligation, and that is the accommodation of the widow Magdalena. The guild grants her jointure after the death of her husband. That will be your responsibility now, Henry.
That won't be for much longer anyway.
She's a kind woman. I'll be happy to help her.
We'll see about that, once she goes poking her nose into everything at the forge.
It sounds like you have your work cut out for you, Henry. The ceremony is now over.
I
Leave
have
us
one
now,
thing
Henry.
to discuss. What are you still waiting for?
We have to finish sorting out the shipments.